Welcome back to Talking Wolves. Welcome back to a brand new transfer video and a little bit of a news update video. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe. In Wolverhampton, we had a little bit of snow at the start of the week, so it's still a little bit icy out there. But we're getting closer to obviously the Christmas break. But of course, that means football is getting closer as well. First team Wolves football is coming back, club football with Gillingham next week in the Carabao Cup for Wolves, and of course the return of the Premier League on Boxing Day as well. But Wolves have had their time at Marbella come to an end now. They just had their second friendly today, which was against Spanish side Cadiz. Now the two friendlies were a draw and a win for Wolves last Friday against Empoli. It was a 1-1 draw. The match got postponed very slightly due to a waterlogged pitch, so they moved venue and played the Italian club. Hugo Bueno scored the opening goal in that game, and obviously the Italian club equalised. And today they played against Cadiz, a slightly earlier kick-off today, but it was a 4-3 win for Wolves. 2 own goals, a goal by Daniel Podence from range, and we also saw a goal from Nathan Collins, which was a header as well. Obviously, these friendlies, I think there's still a lot of improvement for Wolves. You know, Lopetegui's made no secret that he wants to sign players and bring new players into Wolves. And these friendlies, I think, have almost shown that definitely needs to happen. There's still not enough there for me from these two friendlies to show that Wolves have really improved or taken a step up. Of course, we're missing a couple of good players. We're missing Neves and Matheus Nunes, who are arguably our best two central midfielders. We're missing our number one goalkeeper in Jose Sarr. But those two friendlies, I'm still not 100% convinced by, and I'm hoping, obviously, again, the Gillingham game's not a huge way to tell whether there's been an improvement or not, because that's a team we should be beating every day of the week. No disrespect to them. I think the big test and the big sign is going to obviously be on Boxing Day away at Everton. But no defeats from the pre-season games, which is always nice. Obviously, if you include the draw we had against Birmingham City as well. And I suppose you could put the fact in that Wolves took a number of under-21s players and gave those a good chunk of minutes as well. So overall, you know, Lopetegui's going to have a good idea in his head, I think, who that starting 11 is going to be next week against Gillingham. Now, we're going to talk about transfer news. Of course, the big ones that we spoke about last time were about Atletico Madrid players Matheus Cunha and the defender Felipe. And now it's said that Wolves are still in pole position to sign Cunha. That looks at the moment probably the most likely transfer that's going to be happening in January. There are other Premier League clubs sniffing around him, such as Leeds United, such as Everton, I think. Villa have even got a mention as well. But I think all roads at the moment are leading Matheus Cunha to Molineux. So as soon as obviously that is official, signed, sealed and delivered, we'll let you know, and we'll obviously do a video on him. In regards to Felipe, the situation is a little bit different. I don't think it would obviously cost as much to sign him. Atleti are desperate to let him go for financial reasons. But at the moment, Wolves and Felipe are yet to come to it. What they're saying is an economic agreement. So in terms of probably contract length, contract salary, and so on. So Wolves are still said to be keen on signing Felipe, but nothing on that is agreed as of yet. But there is belief that Felipe will leave the Spanish club by the end of January. But let's see if that is to Wolves or whether he moves to another club. Gerson Mosquera as well. He was a player that was heavily linked with a loan move away in the summer. It was looking like that was going to be happening. He was going to be going to the top division in France, which I think would have been a great move for him. Really struggled, obviously, to break into the first team setup at Wolves, mainly because of the injuries that he's had, but still a very highly rated defender. Obviously that move broken down because Wolves weren't able to get Craig Dawson in the summer, but now they are saying that Galatasaray are reportedly interested in signing him. That came from a source over in Turkey. Express and Star have also reported since that Wolves are open to letting Mosquera go out on loan. I think that would do him the world of good. So that is one move that you shouldn't be surprised to see in January, is that Gerson Mosquera would go out on loan most probably to another club in Europe. And today there has been some news as well in regards to the young right back Ivan Fernandes, currently playing for Real Valladolid over in Spain. 18 years of age, right back, which in my opinion is probably a position that Wolves should and could be easily improving this January. He's said to be one of the most promising young talents right now in European football. Got a €30 million release clause at the moment. Not to say that's what it would cost to sign him. There's a chance Wolves or whoever goes in for him would be able to sign him for a little bit less. But many big clubs across Europe have been linked with him. Atletico Madrid were looking at him as well. But it said Leeds United, obviously they've got their strong links with Spain as well, with their director of football Victor Orta, but also obviously Wolves with the likes of now Fran Garagaza and Julian Lopetegui are going to have that opportunity at looking at some of these players, and I think they're going to have a better chance now of signing these players of that quality. But it's going to be an interesting window for sure. I think it's obvious that Wolves need improvements. Lopetegui's spoken to the press both in England and in Spain about strengthening. He publicly stated that Wolves are interested in Matheus Cunha and Felipe, which is quite strange to hear from a manager, but I'm sure it'll ramp up, and we'll see some early transfer developments as well. So really intrigued to see how Wolves kick off the January window, and of course how we end the year as well. We've got a couple of big games coming up. We play Gillingham next week, which I won't be at, but I'll do a match report for if I'm managing to catch the game, because I'm in America next week, and then obviously Everton away and Manchester United as well before the end of the year. So guys, please let me know your thoughts on today's news. Be sure to hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know your thoughts on these sort of mid-season friendlies that we've had, and until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.